What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about YouTube removing the dislike counts from its platform. I'm really excited and somewhat nervous about this video. I'm aware that roughly 75% of you believe that this change is a negative change for YouTube, its viewers, and its creators. Disclaimer: I'm going to disagree with you in this video. In this video, I intend to provide logical and well thought out answers as to why the dislike count does not correlate to the value of a video and how this change benefits viewers, creators, and YouTube alike. I want this video and comment section to be an open place for discussion about this topic. What I don't want is the comment section to be a place where you negatively or rudely state your opinions. This is a place where we can talk about this topic without being rude and negative towards each other. So let's keep it friendly. Thank you. YouTube did not make this decision lightly. They went through with this decision knowing that the majority of the community would react the way that they're currently reacting. As a company that's so heavily community oriented, you would think something like that would raise a red flag. Yet, it didn't. And the reason this didn't raise a red flag is because the evidence and the research showed that this change was a positive change for viewers, creators, and YouTube. YouTube is not a company that would add a change to its platform that does not improve the usability and the community environment. For those of you that don't know, Google and YouTube aren't afraid to make changes to their algorithm in the presentation of their services in order to make them better for everyone. Removing the dislike count is no different from any other change that YouTube or Google has made to their platforms over the last several years. So with that being said, let me ask you this. Do you actually use the dislike count to determine if a video is valuable? And if you do, why? YouTube dislikes aren't directly correlated to the value of a video. Rather, they're associated to the subjective value of each viewer that watches the video. Meaning, one viewer's dislike does not account for another viewer's dislike. A dislike on the video could simply mean that they didn't like how the creator said hello in the intro or how long it took for them to get to the point. If a viewer is disliking a video because they don't like how long the intro was or they don't like how detailed the video was, does this mean the video is bad? Do these things mean that the video has misinformation or is inaccurate? Or does it simply mean that that video was not for the viewer that disliked the video? In my opinion, it is the latter option. We as viewers have our own tastes and interests, wants and needs. So each and every viewer has their own subjective view of what is valuable and what is not valuable. Some people like a video that gets straight to the point, while other people like a very detailed and well thought out video. If a viewer that likes a shorter video watches a video that's more detailed, they're most likely going to leave a dislike on that video or leave the video to go watch a different video. However, that dislike is not a direct evaluation of the value of the video. The YouTube algorithm is very unforgiving to channels that are trying to branch out of their niche. The YouTube dislike button certainly doesn't make a YouTuber's life any easier when they're trying to make content outside of the content they normally create. If a YouTuber, for example, is known for streaming related content, but they want to make a video talking about Windows 11, their community might be a little confused by this video. Many of their community probably won't have interest in the video by them, which would then lead them to disliking the video more than normal. Does this mean that video is specifically bad? Or does it mean the community that watched the video did not want to see it? And if the community that watched it didn't want to see it, doesn't that mean if the video was seen by a different community or a different audience, the reviews or the reaction to the video would be much more positive? If that's the case, that means the dislike count is not correlated to the value of the video, but simply correlated to the values of the viewers watching the video. The reason that's important is because that means the dislike count cannot be used to measure the usefulness, the value, and the information of a video. Now, I understand this change brings up some questions. And among those questions, the biggest one is, how will you know if the video is worth watching, if it's outdated, or relevant without the dislike count? Many people that are saying this are concerned about the tutorial category that's on YouTube. They're saying they don't know if they'll be able to tell if a video is accurate or not without the dislike count. They're also saying they won't know if the video is outdated or not without the dislike count. I just want to talk about this a little bit and explain why this is very untrue. Inaccurate YouTube tutorials do get more dislikes, yes. However, that dislike count is not the tool people use to determine whether or not the video is accurate. What people actually do is watch a portion of the video and decide for themselves whether or not the video is for them or not. I'm 100% certain YouTube did extensive amount of research on this specific issue, and they've came to the same conclusion that I'm explaining to you now. And that is the dislike count is not a measure of the video's quality. Innately, viewers know that if they want to find out if a video is of good quality or not, they need to watch a portion of that video. If they don't watch a portion of that video, they check the comment section and see if anybody is having extensive issues with the tutorial. With that being said, a video's dislike count can persuade someone to leave a video and go find a different video. But when you leave a video, how are you going to know that that video was inaccurate or had misinformation? Perhaps it was outdated, but was it inaccurate? Which leads us to the next concern, which is outdated videos. I believe the argument for outdated videos is kind of silly, especially when it comes to tutorials. Oftentimes, tech is updated, apps are updated. It's not hard to tell the difference between an outdated video versus an updated video without the dislike count. In fact, if anyone ever has a concern that a video might be outdated, the first thing that they'll do is not check the dislike count, but check when the video was posted. After they check when the video is posted, then they will decide what they do next. To me, this is the normal behavior on the platform. The dislike count doesn't help you decide if a video is outdated or not, because how could it? If a video has 10,000 likes and 1,000 dislikes, does that mean that video is outdated? Does it need 3,000 dislikes in order for that video to be outdated? Perhaps it needs 5,000 instead of 1,000. The point I'm getting at is you never use the dislike count to determine if a video is outdated or inaccurate, because there's no way that the dislike count can tell you that information. It is just a number. Now that we got all that out of the way, I can finally kind of state why I think this is a positive change. Not only to mention the fact that this is going to eliminate people from rating YouTube channels with dislike counts on videos. This is an issue regardless if you want to think it is or not. It's a problem on the platform. Creators getting attacked by dislike count raids is a problem. It affects not only the creator, but it affects the platform itself. It persuades the algorithm to think a certain way. It changes and makes shifts in the content that gets distributed on the platform. It is a bad thing that these things happen. Aside from all of that, not seeing the dislike count will actually help you find more videos that you're interested in. Videos that you otherwise wouldn't have watched because the dislike count was there. In fact, you might even notice that very little change happens to your viewing experience on YouTube because of the lack of a dislike count. This minor change will only impact a select few of individuals. But more importantly, it will impact everyone's ability to be a little bit more optimistic and a little bit more positive as a result. No longer can you just feel pride in giving someone another dislike because you don't want to see their video succeed or you don't want to see that creator succeed. No more spreading that negativity, especially to small creators who this really impacts. People who are struggling, learning how to make good content, learning what content they want to create, learning their style, their humor, how to be comfortable in front of a camera. Those dislikes, that dislike count can really destroy someone's mental health, their courage to be on the camera, their courage to create content. And that's not necessarily creating a place that is positive and welcoming as a community. YouTube took action on something that is going to benefit the community, create a more positive environment for everyone. This isn't protecting them. This is just helping them being included in the community so that they can also create and make content. Yes, that content might not be for you, and that's okay. With that being said, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this. If you haven't checked out my Discord server, we're growing a pretty awesome community in there. We're doing a giveaway every single week. Hop in the Discord. You can find the link in the description below. And if you haven't checked out my TikTok, I'm making all kinds of shorts talking about strategy, talking about platform changes, talking about updates, all kinds of different things. So definitely check out my TikTok at @thefrancois_studio. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Peace.